Hi, I have in front of me here a 30-meter IR vandal resistant dome camera. Okay, so it comes in this presentation box, which you can see here. Inside the box, basically, you have a small little user manual. It's the reason the generic one covers a range of cameras. You have 3 screws and 3 plugs, which would use for mounting this camera, and you have the main event itself, the camera. So it has a power input and also a BNC picture output on it. So that cable runs directly in here. What I'll do is I'm just going to show you the base of it here. You can see there's a total of 6 holes in the bottom. 3 of them are the screws in place that are holding the actual main camera frame onto the base, and the other 3 holes are what would use these plugs and screws here for mounting this camera onto a wall or a ceiling, whatever. Okay, so if we rotate this around, when we come along, if we want to go and mount it, what we'd use is we'd use something like this Phillips screwdriver here that I have in my hand, and we'd unscrew these 4 here and would separate the base from the frame here, and the actual ball here would then slip out. Okay, and what we could do then is we could mount the thing onto a wall, as I said, and then you can just come along and you can adjust this to whatever angle you want. Okay, it'll slide and rotate on the base here, and once you have it exactly in the angle that you want, you screw this back down, and that's what makes it vandal resistant. You can lock it into a very fixed position. You can see we have a total of 36 LEDs here, so it gives a 30-meter IR vision, so if we're using it at night. So what I'm going to do at this point is just give a demonstration of this camera in use. One thing I'm going to point out before I go any further, if we had a flathead screwdriver here, we could be adjusting both the zoom and also the focus. So we could actually zoom into a certain location, and then we can actually come along here and we can focus in on that smaller area. In terms of the lens with it, it's a very focal lens. It's 4 to 9 millimeters. Okay. So what I'll do here is I'm just going to connect onto the same power unit. In this case, we're using for the DVR. And what I'm going to do next on top of that is I'm just going to get this BNC connection here. It's connecting, I think, in the camera slot number 5 on the DVR. So we have a very nondescript picture coming out here, and that's because I'm currently pointing at the ceiling here. My head came into focus there for a moment. So we'll do here, and we'll just rotate around like that. So you can see here, we're focused on something that's probably only about 2.5 or 3 meters away. But you can see the color resolution, picture, etc. and it's very, very strong. Great feature on this whole range of cameras that we're now stocking is, if we come along and we see this button here, we can actually just press it. We can actually do adjustment directly onto it in terms of the lens, the exposure, the white balance. So if we had a thing here where there's very bright light coming on, the backlighting, day and night, special, etc. Doing a reset. So we came along, did lots of adjustment with the camera, found out we'd made things worse rather than better. We just hit the reset button here and reset it to its default setting, and just exit back out now. So you can see here, we say the camera itself is very, very good. This particular range of cameras has proven very, very popular with us. So that's it anyway, an overview of the 30-meter IR vandal resistant, very focal dome camera available on the tvtrade.ie website.